Hi, it's Greg, and today I would like to present you 5 quick HubSpot hacks to make your life easier when it comes to create forms in order to get more data than you're supposed to or to save some times when it comes to manage your database. So the first hack is based on the phone number properties. So as you might know, HubSpot will give us 2 native properties for collecting phone numbers. Phone numbers, so phone, and mobile phone number, mobile phone. So back in the time, it might be useful to have like both phone number for a company and mobile phone numbers because we were using both. Nowadays, it might be more likely that we only use mobile phone number. But there is like a huge difference between these two properties, even though now they look the same, is phone number will allow us to show country code drop-down menu, and mobile phone number, unfortunately, they will not. So what does that mean? It means that if you ask a lead his mobile phone number with a mobile phone property, he will be able to type any kind of phone format. So with the international country code without it, with the location code without it, etc., etc. So basically, you will not have a consistent database for your phone numbers. And if you use this one, though, you will make sure that all your leads will start with +1 blah 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 blah, blah or +33 blah blah blah, depending on your country. So you will have a consistent way of seeing your phone numbers on your database, so you will be able to play with it easily when you do import or export. And most of all, you will be able to identify for sure the country of a lead, because natively HubSpot will allow you to find the country of a lead based on their IP address. But it means that if a lead is in holiday in somewhere else or is using a VPN, you will not have the real data of his country. By capturing his international country code of his phone number, you might be 85% sure that you have the correct country now. The second hack I would like to present you in this video is how to automatically collect all the URL tracking information when a lead fills a form in your website. So basically, it's a way to capture all the different UTM that will compose a tracking URL. To make it happen automatically is really easy. You just need to create these 5 single line text properties. So when you look at one of them, basically you see, you name it, UTM campaign, you have single line text, and basically the only thing you need to worry about is to make sure the internal name looks like that. So UTM underscore and campaign, source, medium, content, and term. Then to populate it, you just need to hide them in your form and to make the field hidden. So basically, the lead will not be able to see those 5 properties, but every time it will come from a tracking URL and it will fill this first name, last name, email, phone number, HubSpot will automatically collect these 5 information. So it will be really useful for you to be able to make attribution reporting or these kind of things later on. The third hack of this video is to use hidden field to collect, to help you organize your different like workflows and automation, like for nurturing, for instance. So imagine you have like different services, let's say CRM setup, marketing, freelancing, consulting, whatsoever, and you have a lot of different forms that will bring to these different services. So instead of creating a nurturing workflow for a marketing service, let's say, with enrollment trigger saying if leads have filled form A, form B, form C, form D, form E, and all forms that are related to this specific service, you can create a property named, for instance, type of service needed, which is a drop-down menu that you will put here, and you will list here all your different services. So let's say now we are talking about like the marketing services, like in my previous example, we pre-fill that and we make this field hidden. So that way, it will not show in front of the lead when you will try to fill the form, but if it fills a form that is for a marketing kind of service, HubSpot will automatically populate this property with this value, marketing value. So now in your workflow, nurturing workflow, you can just say like if type of service needed is equal to marketing, then trigger this email. The fourth hack of this video is about collecting the country information of a lead. So basically, if we look at native properties in HubSpot, we have like three different ones. IP country and IP country codes are based on IP address, and we can't modify it. So basically, HubSpot will use the IP address of the lead to determine his country. But as I said before, if the lead is using a VPN or if he's like traveling in another country, you will have wrong information. And the other one is country region that could be used as it is, but the huge issue we have on it is it's a single line text property. So what does that mean? It means that the lead, if you put this field on your form, it will be able to fill any kind of information you want. So for instance, if you come from United Kingdom, you will type United Kingdom or UK or Great Britain or England or United Kingdoms with a misspelling. So basically, you will have thousands of different leads that come from the same place, but you will not be able to put them together because you will not be able to segment your database based on a specific way of writing this country. So instead of using single line text, what you should do, I think, is to create a drop-down menu. So you create property, you name it like leads country, or as you want, it's a contact information. You click on next, and in the field type, you go to drop-down select. But we don't want to write all the different countries by hand, so you just need to click here on load options, choose option, and country. You load option, and here you have automatically all the different countries ready to be selected by your lead. So you delete the first one, you click on next, and you create. The last hack of this video is about the meeting tool form in HubSpot. So basically in sales part and in meetings, HubSpot allow you to create some meeting links that will allow your leads to directly pick a good date to have a phone call with you or a Google Meet with you. So when you create this kind of form, meeting calendar, you can have different forms. So basically, the lead need to fill some information to be able to book a meeting with you. So that could be a good qualification form. The only thing is we are kind of limited by the possibilities of this editing. We can't ask company properties, but sometimes even if, especially if you do B2B, you want to have information about the lead, but also about his company. And normal forms in HubSpot allow you to do that, but meetings do not. So now we will see how we can basically ask contact properties that will populate a company property in our CRM. So for that, you need to check the company properties you want to know on this form. So let's say I create a property, a company property named CEO, because I want to know the name of the CEO of a specific company. So it's single line text because it will be a name. So if you go to this meeting, because it's a contact property option, you can't select the CEO question. So you will need to create the same property, but in contact. So I created it already and I name it who is your company's CEO. Still a single line text, but because now it's a contact property, when you go to the meetings, you click on contact property and you click on CEO, this property will appear. You make it required and you save. So basically, now people will need to fill this property, but it will only be a contact property that get populate. If you want this company to populate this property to populate the company property one, this one, you will need to create a simple copy workflow. So I did it here. The idea is to create a based contact workflow, and the enrollment trigger is the company the property you get on this form is known, and then I will redo it with you. You click on plus. You click on copy property value. We want to copy who is your company CEO. We want to copy it in a company property, and we want to copy it in the property CEO. We click on save, and we publish. We click on review and publish the workflow, and that way, every time a lead will fill this field, it will automatically populate the CEO company property. I hope this video was clear enough. I tried to make some quick hacks that are not too complicated to explain and too complicated to understand in a short video. If you want to go further in your data management and automation of your HubSpot portal, I create this private web page named the workflow box. You can find a link to access it for free in the description below. You just need to fill a quick form, and you will receive the link to this web page. On this web page, you will see all the different workflows I present on my channels. So let's say we take the last automate lead assignment in HubSpot without Sales Hub Pro workflow. You will find a short profile of this workflow I presented. So the goal of this workflow, the difficulty, the time you need to put it in place, why it's important to implement this workflow in your database, in your portal. You will find a tutorial video, a detailed blog post that will give you way more context about this workflow, the prerequisite you would need to have before starting this workflow on your portal, and after we will do a practical case to make this workflow live, and I will create a to-do list step by step that you can follow to make sure you don't forget everything and it's adapted to your portal requirements. I hope it was clear. If you like this video, don't forget to put a thumbs up and to subscribe to this channel. It will help me a lot, and I wish you a great day and see you soon.